everyone. I'm Margaret. This is my channel, The Word Nerd, and I have these lovely guests, and they're going to help me kind of co-host a write-in. Basically, I didn't want to be here talking to myself on the computer, so I was like, "Hi, friends. Do y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves while I get Twitter stuff set up?"
Sure.
Just tell them a bit. Like, this is just plug your channel. Basically, is what this is. Do I need to nominate a volunteer?
Yep.
I can do
All right, you just said yup because you're volunteered.
Yes. Yeah, I did volunteer. Hi everyone. I'm volunteering Rebecca next, but I'm Leah. I put my channel here. Where in the world is Leah Jane?
Awesome.
I talk about books in theory. I haven't been as active lately because I've been writing. That's exclusively all I've been talking about recently. So if you recently followed me on Twitter, I'm sorry. Rebecca, take it away.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm one of the tea hags, and that's my channel name. I'm usually pretty drunk on it, although I'm not now, but give me a couple hours, because I am going to drag out the wine later.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid plan.
Yeah.
I'm Beck. My channel is untitled for now. That's the name of it. Because I'm also bad at titles, so I thought it would be funny. And
I like it.
I make a lot. Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
So do I. I make videos about books and writing occasionally, hopefully.
Yeah, that's kind of how mine goes. Is I'm books on this channel and then some writing videos when I'm actually trying to write. It just depends on the day. So basically, what's going to happen? We're going to take, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes to just chat a little bit maybe about our projects, kind of loosen up, and then we'll go into writing sprints. I will put down in the description box if you are joining us after the fact and you don't want to hear any of our lovely thoughts. Why you wouldn't, I don't know, but maybe you're trying to just get into the writing. I will put down when we start the sprints a timestamp. That's how I was going to word that sentence. Anyways, I do the words for a living, guys. Anyways, so I'll have that down there if you just want to skip to the writing sprints. But so do you guys have, let's start, what genre is your current project? Try not to get too into it, because I know you can share as much or as little as you want for your project. You don't have to.
Sure.
Ooh.
What genre is it? That's a really good question.
That is something you probably should figure out.
I know. I
primarily write YA fantasy. I don't think I've tried anything else ever. Probably should at some point in my life, but I have not. What you guys? Who here? Real quick, show of hands. Who here writes YA?
Sometimes. I do sometimes, but not right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, is it safe to say that you're working on an adult project right now?
Yes, I would say it's an adult horror rom-com.
Ooh,
I love it.
That sounds fascinating. I like that. All right, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
What genre is your project?
Almost everything I write is fantasy. I love fantasy. This one's a contemporary fantasy.
Oh, so it's more modern day?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of it's not precisely magical realism or fabulism, but I guess it's like the light touch of magic as opposed to full high fantasy. At least when it comes to writing.
That's awesome. Feel free to chime in the chat what you are working on. We would love to hear from you. There's this cool feature on StreamYard where you can actually put people's comments on the screen, which is really cool.
Ooh.
So, Beck, what genre are you writing right now?
So I guess it's like a YA contemporary realistic fiction. That's the majority of what I read. So yeah.
Nice. How many years has everyone been doing NaNoWriMo?
My first was in 2009. So it's been 10 years. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Long time.
I think I've been on and off since 2011.
Nice.
Maybe.
That's me. It claims my first project was in 2011. I don't think I have anything that I did before 2015. Oh, yay, we have a merit. They joined us. All right, adding Maren in.
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome.
Sorry about that. My laptop decided it wanted to update.
Oh my god. That's so
course.
annoying. I hate it when things want to update on me. I'm just like, can we not? Can we
Always,
not?
I don't like change.
always the most inopportune times.
Mm-hmm.
And it always makes things worse. Real quick, Merritt, do you want to plug your channel real quick?
I'm at Fictional Not Fantasy at YouTube. My Twitter and Instagram are pretty much the same thing, except Twitter is Fictional Not. I haven't posted since BookCon, but I have 2 videos synced up to actually post this week and next, so I'll be back soon.
Ooh.
Fun! Yay! So I'll just catch you up real quick. We've been talking about like what genre we write, and I think we just gone on to how. What was the question? How many times have you done NaNo? In the chat, Rachel Verna's Strangeness is working on a YA/new adult horror that involves
Oh
booktube.
my god.
Sounds really interesting.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of which, if you guys haven't used StreamYard before, I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but you'll be able to see the comments, but you can't actually, for some reason, you guys can't interact with them unless you are on the YouTube page. Just a heads up. So, anyways, who else? How many times have they been doing NaNo?
So this is my like second official time. I've tried Camp NaNo once or twice. And the first time I did it was 2016. So I guess I've done it maybe the fewest years. How many years have you done it, Merritt?
I've been doing NaNo. Oh gosh, I think I did it for the first time when I was in 8th grade. So that's 2008. And I wrote a story. I got about halfway through with it, and a friend of mine read it and said that all of the characters sounded gay, and I cried and quit. So,
Plot twist, they were, and it was great.
like 2 of them were. So it was like, but I was very like in the closet at the time, so I didn't talk about that. But I pretty much moved on from that, waited a couple years, and came back, I think, my freshman year of college in 2013. So I've been doing it consistently since then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does everyone keep their old projects saved?
Yes.
I have everything that I have done on my computer still somewhere on a thumb drive. I also have a stack of notebooks with the stuff that I wrote in high school that I need to go through and be like, rip all of the pages out that are actually written on, because I don't want this stack of notebooks, but I feel like I will regret throwing these stories out, even though I know I'm not going to get back to them ever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I actually still have the first.
Oh no.
Oh no!
it goes.
It's updating again.
It will do that. It's so annoying. There, you're back. Sorry, you cut out for that answer.
Oh,
Sorry, I just cut out again.
Oh yeah.
I was saying I still have that first draft of the story I wrote in 8th grade from way back when. So still got things lingering, but not everything. I lose a lot. Technology failures.
Yeah. Well, I had to. I almost lost everything I'd ever worked, like everything I worked on or typed on my computer, because my computer decided to die. And that morning, I was like, I'm going to try a few things to fix this thing that's happening with my computer. So I transferred all of my writing onto a thumb drive. And then when I went to turn it on later that day, it was dead. It was gone.
Oh my god.
So close to losing everything. I was just like, oh my god. So
I Google Docs now. I'm too scared.
Yeah, I know. I have a Chromebook, so I don't have a choice but to use Google Docs. But
Okay.
I don't recommend Chromebooks at all.
Bit limiting.
They are. Like, I can't do any of my programs on them. Anyways, so I don't know. Is anyone struggling with NaNo this year like I am? I'm going to put that out there that I am almost 10,000 words behind.
Oof.
Oh, do you want to know how many words I have?
I think I saw your word count earlier when I was like,
Let's not talk about it. It's 173. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
god.
Oh wow.
wow. I'm
It's fine.
I'm a little bit better than that, but I'm a few thousand behind.
I think I'm at
It's
like almost 5,000 words right now.
I'm like this close,
Yeah,
which is
same.
why I'm glad that today is happening. And then Saturday is going to get me caught up because I'm not allowed to buy any new books until I have caught up.
Ooh, that's a good incentive.
One of my most anticipated releases just came out on Tuesday. I'm like, I can't
Ooh,
buy
what
that.
is it?
Supernova.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I did not know Guinevere Deception was coming out the same day as well, or I probably would have budgeted for that too. But so, all right. It's about 10 in. We will come back later and like we can gripe about writing and how hard it is. But let's go ahead and get into that first sprint. Who's been using the NaNo timer?
Oh, not me.
Oh my god,
I
it's
used
so
it once.
I've seen it, but I haven't used it yet.
It's really annoying. It's got this really weird noise that if you're not expecting it will make you jump 10 feet in the air.
Oh, no.
It's like a little clown horn.
No, why?
Yeah, it's like this little, like that bicycle horn. You're like, time's up, and I'm just like, oh my god. Why?
Ooh, no
It
thanks.
should make a pleasant sound. You just wrote for that amount of time.
I
You should
know.
be rewarded.
Celebration.
Hire me, NaNo. I will fix this for you.
I use it because it makes it really like it literally pops up with a thing for you to enter your word count when it's done. So it makes entering my word count like an automatic thing for me. But oh, I hate it. All right. So I do what's known as the Pomodoro method, which is what I figure we're probably going to go with, which for me is 25 minutes and then a 5-minute break. Is that an issue for anybody? Would you want to do shorter sprints? You guys are good with that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to set the timer for 25 minutes. I'll let you know when it started. I will come back when it's done. Just make sure that you mute your mic so that we don't have lots of weird ambient noise.
You don't want to hear me breathing?
We don't want ASMR?
Swearing at myself? Yeah.
Actually, that might be entertaining.
Very authentic ASMR.
But I doubt they'll be watching this one, but my friends' kids do sometimes watch my videos, so just keep it on the down low.
Oh. All right, I'll try.
Sorry, I try to warn people about that and I keep forgetting. But also, I warn them if I'm like, hey, maybe you don't want to have the kids watch this video. I've done that on multiple occasions. Okay, so I'm setting the timer for 25 minutes and it is going now. So I am going to mute and I will see you guys in 25 minutes.
Good luck, all.
Good luck.
of a bitch. Oh, that's why it's not playing. And we are back.
I don't know why that startled me.
I was so scared.
And I literally looked at the clock at like 7:08. I was like, oh, only got a minute left, but it still caught me off guard.
That's funny. Yeah. No, I had, for some reason, StreamYard cut out on me. I didn't know if you guys noticed that. It cut out on me like 2 seconds after I started the timer. I was like, what the heck? And then I came back to my mic wasn't muted anymore. Well, Leah heard me.
Yeah, I did hear that your mic wasn't muted, and I was going to say something, but it was really very funny.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially when you randomly went, son of a bitch.
Yeah. We were experiencing technical difficulties with my stupid manuscript. Google Drive has this thing where, like, because I have a touchpad, it'll sometimes just take sentences and put them right in the middle of somewhere else when I'm trying to scroll up and highlight stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it. So, how did we all do this first round?
Let's see. I don't know.
I got 153 words written. Yay!
Warm it up.
Okay, let me write 3 more words because then I'll be at 1,000.
Oh my god,
In 25 minutes?
Well, for total, I probably wrote like 800.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have 589.
589. You guys are putting me to shame. Don't be afraid to chime in the chat, by the way, if you got some words written this last sprint. So, anyways.
I got 662, but I think that's going to set like false expectations for how I'm going to do in future sprints because this is the part of the writing where I had a plan and now I've run out of plans. So,
Yeah, I started writing crap down because I was like, what am I doing?
Question. How many of y'all are y'all all doing like first time on this like fresh projects basically?
No.
I am.
No. Okay, anyone revising?
No.
I'm not revising. I'm actually towards the end of the novel, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I wrote like 500 words, by the way. Sorry, I was just like lagging out there for a minute.
It's fine. 500. You guys are putting me to shame. I'm just like sitting here with my 153 words, but I'm also revising, and revising takes me so much freaking longer.
That's so different.
There, yeah, totally different. I'm like in a weird boat. I'm writing a script. But I'm starting on a project I had already had the first scene written of.
Yeah.
I like screenwriting.
I used to write scripts and I hated it. I did. It was for my church and I came up with good ideas. I just hated it.
I'm a former film student, so
yeah.
I like screenwriting.
I don't write all that much different from scripts. Oh, there goes Merritt again. Rachel wrote 360 words.
Nice, Rachel.
Nice. So, anyways.
Wait, it's the 8th where she is? 5 hours ahead? Okay.
Where are you, Rachel? It is not. I don't count. It is the next day until I have slept. So sometimes that means I get word count at 2 a.m. So
still counts.
I think I follow that same kind of general rule. It's did I meet word count for the day at 3 a.m? Sure, it counts.
Yeah.
Although the new NaNo won't let you put stuff in the next day, which I found out and frustrated me greatly.
I was trying to figure out how many words I just wrote in that session, but because I updated the word count, it doesn't show you what you had put in before if it's in the same day. So
Rachel says they are in Scotland right now.
Okay.
Yay. I wish I was in Scotland.
Wow.
It'd be nice and cool and foggy. not this hot crap that we're dealing with.
Yeah,
in
I'm like
Florida.
freezing, Margaret. I love seeing you in your tank top
yeah,
with the
I'm
ceiling fan
freezing.
on.
The ceiling fan is on, and there is also a box fan, if you can see it in the bottom corner. And
I am over here in my like fleece onesie. Like,
That's awesome.
Cute.
it's so cold in my house.
I'm sorry. I would say I would trade with you, but I hate cold, so I wouldn't.
I really don't like warm, so we're good.
Warm sucks.
I spend most of my time cold. I don't like it. However, I also don't particularly like when it gets to the point that it's cooler outside, so we turn the AC off and open all of the windows. Like, let's see, what is it today? It is currently 82 degrees. It's almost, yeah, the real feel is almost 90. I'm just like,
oh my god,
we should still have the AC on.
It was like 50 here with a real feel of 30. So
yeah, it's only 50 here.
Oh my gosh.
Here.
Not sure what it is here. Cold.
I like it when it gets to the low 70s. That's nice because it's not too hot, not too cold. So that does bring the question, what is the weather like in y'all's works in progress? My people are in the desert because I only know how to write about hot things.
Mine's like post-apocalyptic, so it's kind of like storming in a weird way.
All those superstorms.
They're like underground, so they don't see it much.
Oh.
Most of this takes place inside, so I don't really think about the weather much. It's not like a convention, so it's like just a weekend and it's inside pretty much the whole time.
Wasn't it was like an agent or editor today who tweeted about how when he was a kid he wanted to be a meteorologist. So it's really like I really wonder where that career trajectory turned. But he talked about how one of his notes he always gives is think about the weather in your books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I don't. So I guess that was aimed directly at me.
Well, next session, work in something about the weather, maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Was that a challenge?
Would it help you write?
They're really important words. Talk about the clouds in detail.
Very close.
Yeah. No, I find that weather is a very nice way to get descriptors about the surroundings when you're outside. And a nice way to like have things that you can feel, because you can feel sweat dripping down your back or your clothes sticking to you. I know I'm describing things that everyone here probably hates.
You are.
So like, yeah, both of my novels so far have had hot weather. Rachel says that her weather or their weather is very cold, freezing cold, icy. Might make it snow. I hate snow.
Love it. I love
Love
snow.
snow.
Great. I'm sad for you.
The last time I was in snow, my brother accidentally stuffed it down my shirt.
Accidentally?
Well, we were having a snowball fight in snow that was not meant for snowballs. And so it ended up down my shirt.
Okay.
But he was like 6.
One time when I was a kid, it snowed so much that I could make tunnels through our yard. And I would like pop up from the tunnels and pelt my parents with snowballs. And they got so mad that my dad took a full shovel of snow and just threw it directly at me. That was my childhood with snow. I probably deserve it.
That is funny.
I always loved being outside in snow, but in the last couple of years, I started breaking out in hives in the cold. So now I can't do either extreme. So I'm just like, all right, we're going to avoid all of that. I'd say as I'm in Massachusetts.
No, I have that. I don't break out in hives in cold weather, but like my skin gets very dry. It's very clear, but it's very dry. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, oh, I guess this is the price I pay for not having eczema breakouts.
Yeah.
So, can't win either way. All right. Let's go ahead Does anyone need to run and grab a snack, go to the bathroom? I mean, we're only like 19. No, we're like 45 minutes in, I think, at this point, if my math is right. 48 minutes. It's sitting there literally right on the
It is. It's red and everything.
I can read. All right. That's the wrong timer. There we go. All right, I'm going to set it for another 25 minutes. Has anyone else noticed that the NaNo timer automatically does an hour time set? And I'm just like, how about no? How about
been on the internet? I don't think it's
that?
the word.
No.
That's not.
We're gonna do for another 25 minutes. And this time I will in fact have my mic muted.
You don't have to though, Margaret. If you want to leave it.
I'd rather not have you guys hear me singing out loud because I have headphones in and no one is ever on key with headphones in.
I love that. Oh, now I want it even more.
How do you sing and write? That's impressive.
I know.
It just depends on the song because 2 years ago my writing music was Hamilton and I got to the point I could sing along and also write because it was like motor memory.
Wow.
Can't even process that. All right.
I can't even have music with lyrics on when I'm writing.
And that way with Taylor Swift too. Like if I have a day that I need music that I'm not going to pay attention to, I put on Taylor Swift because I've heard it so often I can tune it in the back of my head.
It's like,
I can't do that with
it's
music.
like driving stick shift for you, singing Taylor Swift. It's just
She does always release an album right before I'm starting a big writing project. It's hilarious. All right, I have set the timer. We're going once again for 25 minutes. Ready, set, go. Okay, and we are back. Hooray. All right. So, how did we do this time?
I think okay. Where was I?
Let's see. I got 289 words.
Ooh.
So better than last time.
Doubled it.
Yep.
Looks like I got 400 exactly.
400 exactly. You gotta love those nice round numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's good.
Well, that brings me past the 5,000 word mark, I think, finally.
Yay!
Ooh.
Yes.
Badge. Also, I guess be satisfied with your writing independent of badges. But
Hi, Max!
Max has joined.
Yes, Max is here. I have a feeling. It's good to see you, friend. Anyways. Okay. All right. So, okay, I heard somebody got 400 words. I got 289.
I got 1014.
I knew you were going to beat us all.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
I got 757.
that's nice.
Sorry, what?
That's nice. 757, right, Beck?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. That, I miss the days when I could do that. I cannot do that any longer. Rachel got 443 words, so that is awesome.
Nice.
That's a really good amount.
Is anyone
Yeah.
else having issues with NaNoWriMo giving like a completely different number than what you've put in?
I don't think so.
Not really. I have had issues like you have to refresh the freaking page every single time.
It's telling me like if I go to press the plus button, it's saying that my total words is 9,294.
Oh, okay. So do you do
What's happening?
total words every time?
It's
Um,
just being weird.
When you go in to enter the word count, do you do total words or do you do words this session?
I do words this session.
Okay,
But
then
I think I might have done the first one wrong, and it's been screwing it up since. So
yeah, I had to. I put everything together, and I'd actually miscounted the other day, so I had to minus words last night.
Oh no.
Like I couldn't count like 104 of my words. I had to like not count those so that I was at the right level.
mm-hmm.
I was like, this is annoying. So
NaNoWriMo keeps changing the like on your profile where it says how many words you've written total and how many like times you participated. It keeps
Yeah.
switching the amount of
I
times I
know.
participated. I was
I've
like,
noticed that.
That's so strange. You know what's driving me mad about the website since we're now complaining about that?
Do
Please.
it.
Not that I've been,
Let's do it.
Not that I've been holding this in my heart. So first, when you look at your friends' pages and their projects, it treats it like it's your own project. So it'll be like edit project and stuff like that, and then you
Yeah.
click details, and you can't see anything. And the nosy person in me just dies a little bit every time I can't read about what my friends are writing. I want to know.
I think you
Why would you
can.
put that button and tease me with it?
Sometimes you have to click it like 8 times.
You've gotten it to work?
Yeah. But
Rebecca,
oh, go ahead. Well, if somebody hasn't added anything about their project, then nothing will show up.
I was going to say Rebecca's one of those that believes in just trying and trying and trying again,
Yeah.
regardless of whether or not you get the same result.
Yeah. I'm also nosy and I want to know what people are reading. So I'm like, tell me. And I hit it a million times.
My
I'm gonna try
my
it again.
thing is, I hate that you can't go back and edit your word count. Like, if you do it wrong, you can't go back and edit it. I miss that feature.
Oh, me
Being able
too.
to, like, edit by the day, I'm just like,
I want to
track it from a few days.
fix it.
like, I thought the old website, I mean, this is very nice and aesthetic and pretty, but I thought the old website was so much more user-friendly.
Yeah.
It was. This one sucks ass. Sorry.
No. I say ass on this channel all the time because that's not a cuss word. I don't count it as a cuss word.
Good.
I'm just like, if my pastor can say it reading out the Bible. Although that was like 2 pastors ago, but whatever. Anyways. How are your characters treating you today, everyone?
Good.
Obviously, you have 1,000 words.
No, I'm at like the climax kind of, and it's just so much pressure.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't envy you.
I'm at the beginning, and it's like so much pressure.
Yeah.
I don't envy you. I don't envy any of us, but the endings are really hard. So I can only imagine.
Max says that you are not wrong, Rebecca.
We all agree.
So,
I've been bouncing back and forth on scenes, so sorry.
I have a question.
you
For
have a
everyone.
question.
And it's kind of inspired by what we were talking about before the sprint. Does everyone have writing playlists / what do you listen to while you write? Sorry for Beaver.
I have a Pandora station for this project at the moment because when I start a project, the first thing I do is take songs that remind me of the project and put them in Pandora to find other music that's like that. And so I need to take this and put it on Spotify, like the ones I've thumbsed up and be like, yes, this is this project. I haven't done that yet, but usually I'll start there and then I'll move it. I've started moving it to Spotify because Spotify, even though I don't have premium, somehow I have found a hack that lets me, like, I don't know what I did, but like I can go in and like play it as I want on the web browser. So yeah. Anybody else?
I listen to mostly video game music because it's really repetitive and kind of meant to be background music. But I'll make playlists, but then I'll just end up putting the same song on repeat, and I'll just listen to it for like 8 hours straight. So the last like several years, I've been listening to a song from the game Child of Light, and that's just like been the song that I listen to.
Wait, the last several years you said?
Yeah. Like normal, like that's like the song I put on when I'm writing.
It's your writing
song. It's my writing song. Yeah, it's kind of like faster, so it makes me type faster. You know.
Oh, that's your secret. That's how you.
Yes.
Not that you've thought about your writing. It's the song. I want it to be that easy.
Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you.
Looking out for us.
Max says only soundtracks for them when they write.
Yeah.
So I feel that there are sometimes that I can only listen to like soundtracks or classical music. I have a movies playlist for that. I also identify with like listening to the same song over and over again because I'll get in moods where I'm like, I can only listen to this song, and that's the only thing that'll get me into the writing mood.
Yeah, or like it's mood for the scene. I for the first time spent forever, like I put together a Spotify playlist and then I divided it by like different characters or types of things because I found it, once it moves forward to the next song in the playlist, it might like kind of kick you out of it because the tempo or something is so different than the scene you're writing. So I did all that. But instead, I've just been listening to an ambient sound mixer of a storm, a cat, and a fireplace. So very glad that I put in all that work just to listen to a cat purring on loop for hours.
The Harry Potter house common rooms are really good for that too. If you just want ambient sound.
Yeah, I like the Gryffindor common room.
I love the Ravenclaw one.
Does everyone love the one that their house is?
I haven't listened.
No,
to them,
I'm a Hufflepuff. I don't.
So I don't know what Slytherin's is.
It's kind of like there's like dripping sounds. I like the Slytherin one too. It's kind of watery. The Hufflepuff one has a cat purring, but it's just like, I don't know why it annoys me. It's not a good cat purring sound. My cat's right here purring. I'll just listen to that. It's fine.
Yeah. I like they have like wind sounds and pages turning in Ravenclaw. And there's not a lot of people noises going on.
I always mute. I have to mute the people noises on the one that I do.
You'll occasionally get footsteps, but that's it. Because I'm like, I can't do ones where you have people talking. I can work in a coffee shop, but I can't do ones where you have people talking in a coffee shop. No, bye.
Shut up. I'm writing.
It's not the time. It must be so nice just to be able to mute people in the mixer. Gives you a little bit of a power rush there while you're writing. Yes, I am in control of this world.
Plot device.
Yeah. What about you, Beck? I don't know if you shared or not.
I listen to whatever music is on my phone, so I guess I'm in the minority of listening to regular music. Like the closest I've ever come to having writing playlists, or just general playlists, is like I made a couple of playlists of like there's one called Becky Controls the Music that's just a bunch of random music, and then I made different themed ones. So like there's a Christmas one and there's like an emo kid music one. So that's what I have.
I mean, I listen to rail music too, like not like soundtracks and stuff. I have a soundtrack playlist that I love, but when I'm writing about like specific characters and I know it's important to them, I make playlists based off of like the character. So it's like, oh, I want to know kind of how they would feel about this. Let's make a whole playlist and just procrastinate doing that instead.
I'll usually go around and find songs that either remind me of the character's general attitude, or the romance, because we all know that's the most important part for Margaret.
Yeah.
If you've seen any of my videos.
No, I don't think you've mentioned that, or on Twitter, actually.
I've never mentioned it on Twitter at all. Absolutely not.
No, Especially not one specific romance from a CW TV show. Definitely not that one.
What? I don't watch the CW. What are you talking about? Speaking of that specific romance, my next project is literally called Bellark Book because it's based on that relationship. I'm like, I like this dynamic. I need to write it. Like, I love like rivals to lovers and enemies to lovers, but all of my books so far have been very slow burn, friends to lovers stuff. And I'm just like, I say I like romance, but there's not a lot of it in my books. At least not in the first book yet.
I always have a lot of romance. I like friends to lovers, so I'm a sucker.
It's such a good trope.
Yeah, you're so cute.
Okay. Rachel Verna says they listen to slow, regular music as well. Don't really like soundtracks that much to write to. I can feel that.
Certain soundtracks could like be too specific to what they're from, too. So I can't do that. Like I wouldn't want to listen to like the Star Wars theme, like.
Or like Inception.
Yeah.
No. Across the Stars is really good when you want to write romance scenes, but not the Star Wars theme.
Playing the Imperial March while writing your kids.
I have done that. Not in romance scenes, but I have done the Imperial March when I'm feeling I need to get into the bad guy's head.
All right, next smutty scene I write, the Imperial March.
God, please share that scene with me when you don't have to, but I would be interested. And I will listen to it while I read it. I have to
really get in the zone. Yeah.
Right.
Can we do like a live reading of it? Just like a reenactment?
Oh my god, who's reenacting this? Be a very strange rhythm.
Maybe the other person's lips are poisoned, and that's why it's so intense.
There you go. There's that hate to love.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something out of a Holly Black novel. True facts.
I believe Holly Black.
Holly Black is so good. At least when it comes to what I've read so far. I'm just like, that was the book where I realized that I'm like, yeah, I actually really do like enemies to lovers. It's satisfying.
God. I've always loved that. How I describe it is we think we hate each other, but really it's sexual tension.
Yeah,
That's the younger I
exactly.
think.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. I eat it up. It's amazing.
I love it when they're like so totally in denial that they're just like even if they legitimately start off they hate each other and they're enemies, they're so totally in denial that they start like being like, no, I'm not feeling anything for them. It's just deep, abiding hatred that makes me want to kiss them and rip their clothes off. Obviously.
They're both idiots. That's my ideal romance thing. They're both idiots.
Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm fine. I'm not thinking about any books that are coming out soon.
More
At
than
all.
12 at once.
All right. Okay. I think it is time for us to get. Interesting, Max. Okay. I think it is time for us to go and do another sprint. I believe Leah is leaving us after this one, yes?
Yeah, well, I could probably stay until like 8:50.
Okay.
And then, because I'm just hopping onto another like call, so I'll not be moving. I'll just be.
You're like, I don't have to move. It's fine.
Mm-mm.
All right. Oh, apparently I was wrong. I have not hit the 5,000 word mark yet. I am at 4,800 words.
Oh, you're so close, though.
This is making me very annoyed. We're leading up to the point. We'll see. I should get Steam because we're leading up to the point where my two main characters meet. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. She is. Anyways, so and we are starting now. And we are back.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, so I am not entirely sure how I did. I added a character that wasn't in the first draft. It's fine. I'm having to go through and figure out character names all over again because I decided that I wanted normal names that sounded like fantasy names instead of just coming up with my own names every time because that was too much work.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Did you ever give one character like a different name every time you mentioned them? Like in the first draft? Like just keep giving them a different name?
Well, one of my main characters, my current main characters, I've spelled his name
different ways.
Sorry, I just saw Leah's message.
I didn't see him. If it makes you feel better.
Like he's definitely on the live stream. In case anyone is wondering, my partner walked in and he did not realize that we were filming. Even though I told him, I think he'd forgotten. He's decent, but
yeah, that's fine.
I'm glad he had a towel on because my partner would not have had a towel on. I promise you.
honestly, yeah, there's a 50-50 chance. So.
Well, we ended on the right side of the 50.
Yeah,
I know.
We got to worry about monetization on this channel, obviously.
Anyway, I don't think he's very pleased that's on the internet now.
I can go and edit it out if he wants me to. I'll see if I can't figure out where it is. Anyways, Rachel Verna says that one of their characters is literally just called X. Going back to our original question, I have not had that happen because usually
Sorry about that. That was my fault.
That's fine. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Max. Leah, Max says hi to your partner.
I will tell him he will be embarrassed.
Anyways, my characters tend to have like their name is their name, and that's it. Like once I find the right name, I found the right name.
I think it's normally with like smaller characters I care a little bit less about their name. I remember one time it was one of my last novels. I kept mentioning like an ex-boyfriend and I changed his name every fucking time. Usually because I forgot. I was like, what was his name? Chad? I don't know. So I would just put a different name down. And he did not like that.
I have had a couple of places where I've had to be like, I don't remember who this person's name is, and I'm fast drafting, so I'm not taking the time to go back and like look it up. So now I have a card that has various people's names on them. But one of my main characters, I did switch up how I changed his name a couple of times, and I think we figured out the way we want to spell it because he does have a made up name. My two main characters have made up names because I didn't want to change them because those are their names.
Yeah, I get attached to names.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to change one? Because like a friend named their kid after like the same name or something? Because I have had that happen.
So one of my characters, a side character who has become more important in previous drafts for the one I'm querying, one of my characters was named Michael, or is named Michael. And then, 2 years later, my best friend decides she is naming her son Michael.
Michael's pretty common, at least, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And so the only reason I've ever considered changing it is because my best friend has another child, and her sister, who is also my best friend, has a couple of kids. And I'm just like, I don't want them to feel like they're being left out because I didn't name a character after them. But at the moment, his name is Michael, and that's what it's going to be because I named him, and I named him before she named her kid, and therefore it was my name first.
I'm not calling your kid Michael. It's not. Yeah, I've never had that, but I have had maybe arguably worse because it's not a common name. Someone I know is writing a book right now, and her main character has the same name of a main character of a book that I've previously drafted and will probably revise eventually. It's just spelled slightly different, and I don't want to be like, yeah, I didn't steal this from you. I just had this years ago. Mm-hmm. What were the chances?
Right? I feel like sometimes I'll pick a name and I'll start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a name for that effect. I can't remember what it is though.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's like when you buy a car and you start seeing that car everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
My first novel, I named the antagonist Owen, and he was like horrendously evil. And then my sister had a baby and named him Owen, and I was like, if it were any other character, maybe, but he's literally like the worst. Like he's horrible. Like, I can't name him after like a murderer. Like,
I feel like he'd be weirdly jinxing her kid.
right?
Like, I can't write this into reality.
I was so mad at her.
That is so funny. What was it? We've had that with actual children happen, where one of my friends named her son a name, and that was also on another one of our friends' lists of names that she wanted to name her kids. But she doesn't have kids yet, so she had no say. So you didn't have the situation where you had two pregnant women duking it out over the same name. So anyone else have any interesting naming conventions? I don't think Merritt or Beck have chimed in.
I have a tendency to give like my characters like very like common likely known names, but not ones that are used a lot. So like two of my characters' names are like Eli and Liam. And I keep almost switching them when I'm writing. So I'm like, I would be really sure about it.
That's funny.
So I was telling you about like because they're redrafting and you have like the Control F like replace all if you rename your character, but they named their character Andy.
Oh no!
So going back through it, I just found all the Anns and like changed it to George. All Anns became George. I went to the store, George Cinema.
Does anyone else have the issue where like all of your characters, you'll start to notice that you're using names with the same first letter over and over and over again?
Oh my gosh, that's the thing that I was gonna say, because so what I'm writing is something that I wrote a couple years ago for another NaNoWriMo, and I didn't like the way it went, so I just completely rewrote it for this one. And I realized in that one that like I had 6 characters whose names all began with L, and I was like, okay, we need to stop.
Yep.
One of my novels, I named a character Mallory, but she went by Mal, and then her boyfriend's name was Max, and I had to change Max's name because Mal and Max, I was like, they're way too. What was I thinking?
Actually, my friends' names are Mal and Mike. So
that's pretty great.
Exact situation like in my life.
Let's see. Rachel Verna says that they use placeholder names because they don't want to take the time to think of something.
That's a great idea.
I have done that, and then it becomes their name. Like every time I put a placeholder name, that Michael was a placeholder name, and then it became his name. And I'm like, I don't have any reason to change it. And then 4 drafts later,
it's like you just think of them as that person now. It's like that's their name.
Yeah.
Max says, I have so many characters named Alexis. I just like it a lot.
It's a good name.
That's me with Carter. Funny. I named so many characters Carter. I don't know why.
I've done that with, I think, Shane or Holden. No, not Holden. I hate Holden. It's too Catcher in the Rye. But
yeah.
I heard Holden and I thought Harden.
It was Ethan. I named several characters Ethan at some point. And now no one's named Ethan. I don't know.
It was a phase.
Ethan
phase.
That's funny. I like to... Go ahead.
Do you like your character names right now? Or are you like, no, I have to find new ones? They're all terrible.
I'm changing all of them, like I said.
Yeah.
I feel like I like half of them, but there's like 2 that I've changed the names of 3 times just doing Control F. So now I keep thinking of the old names.
Oh, no. That's always a problem. Yeah.
Pro tip for anyone who's watching this and may not know, there is a website. If you Google random name generator, there's a website called Behind the Name, and it is fantastic for generating names because you can literally like put in where they're from or like kind of the type of name you're looking for. Like they've got places where you can decide like fairy, witch, that kind of name. And it'll give you can put in gender if you so desire, and it can do random surnames if you wanted to. That's how I've come up with all of my surnames for all of my characters. It's so nice. It's a very, very wonderful resource if anyone wants to check it out. Hello, Christine.
Hi.
Hello. I like to go, if I need a name, I'll go on Twitter and scroll through and then just pick someone's name. Not like their full name, but like their first name. I'll do that sometimes.
That works. I tend to go for older names that are less likely, especially in this particular time, naming people. Just because, like I said, I want it to sound like a fantasy name, but not actually be a fantasy name. Because I'm kind of using it to indicate, since I don't have normal countries, I'm kind of using it to give myself an idea, like to indicate like nationality and ethnicity for a lot of my characters without having to resort to racist ways of describing people who are not white. So,
but that's what classic fantasy authors do. Come on, you want to fit in.
I'm trying to not be like that.
They name their characters something like, for example, this is a book that you've probably never heard of, Cho Chang, as an example of a really awful name.
Wait,
thank
hold on.
God no one read
I'll
that
make sure I
book.
don't read it.
I do love that series, though. I don't want so please don't come after me, but that was a terrible name.
No. Like, I figure if you have the name plus the description, their like physical description, it gives you a better idea. But it's also not like super. Like I'm trying to find names that are actually it matches the character. Like I just keep hitting refresh, regenerate on the random name. And I'm like, oh, there's their name. Like as soon as I see it, I know whose name is what.
I go on like baby name lists.
Yeah,
and
I'll
find
do
things
that
with like specific like word connotations a lot. So
sometimes I'll look up popular names like when they were born.
Because that's very helpful. I've done that for fanfic.
Nice. Let's talk about fan fiction. No.
I've never written fan fiction.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I wish I like. Sometimes I want to, but then I'm like, no, this is going to be terrible. I'm going to desecrate this thing I love with moving on. I've read a lot of fan fiction.
Oh man, my very first fan fiction, which I will not tell you where to find, was a Narusaku fan fiction that I wrote way back when we were in the 400s. Like, I think it's got like 1,000 issues for the whole way, but like it was only like the 400s or 500s back then. And I got yelled at because even though I clearly labeled which couple it was, they were expecting it to be Naruto and Sasuke, and I was just like, did you not read the description of this book?
Oh my gosh.
Posting on the internet. Did anyone post? I used to post on Fiction Press. That was my thing. I would write trash novels and post it on Fiction Press, and then people would lie to me and say it was good.
I have a Fiction Press account somewhere on the internet. It is linked to my fan fiction account. Again, not telling you where to find it. There is some bad stuff from my early days. Oh man. So
yeah, I got some old weird Harry Potter fan fiction somewhere.
There's a lot of just very strange. Like I discover things on like an archive of our own and that
and you're like, why? Where did it? How? Why would you even want that?
What happened here?
It's great though. Like they make it so easy to tag and label things now. Back in the day, like you just took your chances, you know.
You did. You were just like, I hope this sentence is representative of what I'm actually gonna find.
Yeah, there would be one sentence. It might have a rating.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's it.
Oh, yeah.
But you're reading it and you're like, oh, this is like a dungeon erotica. Wow, okay. Tell me. I didn't know.
Oh boy.
Right. I didn't gird anything going into here, and now everything. Yeah, it's great though. People have so many ways to express themselves.
I thought it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The spectrum of humanity on fanfiction.
Oh my god.
I would like that on a shirt.
Sometimes people get in very weird specific ruts with fanfic. Like the Bellark fanfic feed right now is all weird alternate universe things that somehow like half of them involve accidental pregnancy. And I'm just like, I just want season 7 speculation, guys. Is that too much to ask? Some season 7 speculation? Do I have to write it myself?
No, they're pregnant. Read it.
Wait, does anyone watch Jenny Nicholson?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she's like this she's a YouTuber, and she's kind of like talks about film usually, but sometimes she'll just talk about random books. And one time she wrote a fic called Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. And it is one of my favorite videos. One of the best parts is when the writer self-inserts herself twice, and one self-insert is jealous of the other self-insert, and Josh Hutcherson is just kind of in the middle. The drama.
Oh my god.
Big drama. It's quite beautiful.
You got to let out your feelings somehow.
Right, yeah.
And that's how they chose to do it.
I know. I'm sorry to that person who probably wrote it when they were like 13, and now this really big YouTuber is like, do you remember that thing that you posted on the internet? Let's talk about that. I'm really glad she's never found anything I posted on the internet. Would be bad.
I don't think I have anything that quite that embarrassing on my fanfic.
Oh, I definitely do.
Oh man.
Never wrote fanfic, but I'm so glad my Tumblr.
Oh.
Oh no.
You skipped out, but we heard Tumblr, so I think we all understand what you were saying with that.
Never wrote fanfic, but glad that Tumblr got accidentally deleted, so we're good.
Oh, there's
I had to write fanfiction for class.
Really? For what?
Yeah. So I majored in creative writing, and one class that I took, I think it was called Genre Writing Workshop, and the professor who teaches it is obsessed with two things: the X-Files and fan fiction. Like, she literally studied like fan fiction and fan culture as like graduate stuff or whatever. So yeah, our final assignment was to write a fan fiction. It was interesting.
That's
nice.
So much fun.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You should have wrote X-Files fic to suck up.
There you go.
I'm sure you're
like, if it wasn't like their ships or something, you would have gotten probably worse.
True.
Oh,
you wrote their no TP.
strategic.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Redbubble, you start liking stuff on specific shows, and then all of a sudden everything, like I'm liking my ship stuff, and all of a sudden it is giving me the other ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I don't want to see any of this.
They're not interchangeable, Redbubble. Get with it.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I think we are going to go in for another sprint because I would like to. Where am I? I don't even know how many words I've written yet today. What are words? Oh, let's see. We've gotten to 676 so far for the day.
Nice.
Only have 1,000 left for the word counts of just for today.
Yeah.
That really trailed off. That was as encouraging as I hope.
I understand. Okay. Anyways, I know we are saying goodbye to Leah.
Bye.
Because you have a meeting. So goodbye.
We
We will see Leah again later in other shows. I don't remember which one is the next one. It's either
I think next week you'll see me again.
next Thursday.
So
Okay.
All right. Enjoy, everyone. It was so fun.
Bye. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too.
So
Okay, and then actually, I think I'm gonna have to go too. I haven't eaten food yet, and
oh no,
someone is mad at me, so I'm gonna go have dinner.
Go eat food.
All right.
Bye, Beck. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Bye.
Okay. All right, we got an hour left. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get done.
I've switched to wine, so the rain's gonna get real good.
Interesting. Okay.
So I know you haven't hit your word count yet. Rebecca, have you?
I I'm very far from catching up. I think it would take me a while.
For
I've
the
written
day.
for the day I've written like 2,700.
I think we're right about the same spot. I think I'm at like 13.
Nice.
I am at 5,069, but I'm supposed to be at 11,669.
Same.
Haha.
Is that what we're supposed to be at right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I am at 2912.
I'm
But
at-
that's okay.
597. So 5,970.
All right. All right. Rachel is leaving us as well. Bye, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
Rachel left us, and yet we somehow gained another person who's watching. That is fantastic. All right. I'm going to start the timer for 25 minutes, which means we'll be done at 9:15.
Cool.
So actually, you know what? I'm going to do it for 30 minutes so we can get a little bit of extra writing time in.
Sure.
So
Sounds
we'll
good.
be done at 9:20. So go. And we are back.
Ooh.
Yahoo! So I finished a chapter.
Yay!
Let's see. How many words did I write? 509. That's more like it. You know what I mean? How did you guys do?
I think pretty good. I'm not good at checking like per session.
I have, because I do Google Docs, you can go into Word. They've got a thing now. You can go into Word Count and you can have it, like there's a box you can check that it'll have it on, what does it say? I can't remember what it says. But basically it says like display word count as long as you are typing. It's wonderful. I love it. It doesn't really help me all that much since I'm copying and pasting crap in a lot.
Yeah.
So
I wound up finishing a scene and then realizing that I didn't know what I wanted to do with the next one. So I did an outline instead.
Hey, that's valid. That's valid.
That counts as writing.
Good grief, Max. I'm trying to come in gentle and I'm just scaring Max out of their socks.
You always startle me a little too.
I'm sorry. There's not really. What am I supposed to do?
No, it's okay.
Softly sing lullabies in a creepy voice?
No, that sounds worse. Don't do that. So NaNoWriMo's been weird with me too, with my updating the word count.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make no sense.
Yeah.
I just switched to doing it by session, and it seems to be being okay now.
I should have done that. I kept updating my total word count.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing, and now it tells me that like every time I open total, it's like 10,901 words. And
Yeah, it's like,
no.
but it's telling me the right amount like in the project, but it's telling me the wrong amount in.
That's exactly what it's doing to me, and I don't know what's going
So
on.
dumb.
So I just switched
well.
to by session. It seems to be fine now. I don't see that number anymore and freak out, so it's okay.
All right. So where are we ending tonight? Because I know I can see that, Max. I can see that. Let's see. I'm probably going to write for a little bit when we get off, but I am at 5,578 words.
Woo! I'm at 4,055.
Actually, hold on. No, I'm not, because it didn't
Uh-oh.
refresh. You're at 455?
No, 4,055.
4,055. That's good.
Yeah. Considering I had less than 1,000 when we started.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm at 6,254.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That is 6,254 is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm still behind, but it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, so I am at 5,578. That one updated. It was just my how many words I done today had not updated. So, but it has now. I've gotten 1,100 words so far today.
All of those words were from today. I started today.
Oh my.
Nice.
Well, you're killing it.
A lot of the beginning words were revising the original couple scenes I had at the beginning, but at least 3,000 of that has just been new from today. So
yeah, that's the nice thing about revising, because like when I come to a chunk that I'm copying, I can just like, and it boosts my word count by like 100 words. But I hate revisions.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
It's funny. This one's been weird because usually drafting is the easiest for me, and then edits take forever. But this one, drafting was really hard. It took me like 3 tries on this book to finally like write it and finish it. And revisions have been going easier, much easier. Still hard, but easier.
That's good though.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah.
It is rare. It's always nice when things fall into place.
It is. So, all right. We are almost at time, so I think I'm going to let everyone go. But thank you to everyone who joined me. I will be back on my channel at 3:30 on Saturday, from 3:30 on Saturday to 3:30 to 6:30. Yeah. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. And hold on, let me see if I can pull up my list of who the hosts are for that one, because I got a couple people's. who are going to be helping me. I think maybe. I know Christine is going to be one of the people hosting, Christine from the other Christine that reads. And then, where are you? Sorry. And then I have Brianna. Oh, and Merritt will be back.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I have not memorized everyone's schedule. I'm awful, but
It's completely okay.
but yes. So that should be fun. Because I'm doing back-to-back write-ins on Saturday.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm doing one IRL, and then I'm coming home, grabbing food, and starting on this channel. So I'm like, we're gonna get writing done.
Yeah, you'll catch up.
Yes,
You'll
I
be
will.
way ahead of all of us by that point.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't put my no, probably not.
just will it into the universe. It'll be fine.
We'll see. It's just gonna depend on how much I want that book.
Mm.
Because if I finish it, I can. If I get caught up, I can go buy it Saturday night.
Gotta
No, I
love that
can't.
motivation.
I can go buy it on Sunday. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. Thank you to everyone who has been in the chat. We're going to say bye and end the broadcast, and we will see you again here here at 3:30 on Saturday if you would like to write with me some more. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.